colleague, Ambassador of Armenia. Please.
Thank you very much, my dear friend Levan, and dear Dr. Migaveridze, for inviting, for organizing this event and for inviting us to address the audience today on this important anniversary dedicated to the 100th anniversary of Sergei Parajanov, the chair opening ceremony in this studio art cinema, where we have had in the past had also some events, and hopefully in the future we'll also have such events. I'm of course honored to make a few introductory remarks and complement to what you already mentioned, so I will not repeat the remarks that you made, interesting and very important. Yes, he was born in Tbilisi into an Armenian family, and he spent his youth in Georgia. His formative years he spent in Russia and Armenia and Ukraine, and worked in those countries, in all three countries basically. But it was in his hometown, Tbilisi, where he returned later in life, after his unjust imprisonment, as you correctly mentioned. It was Georgia where he directed two of his masterpieces, namely The Legend of Surami Castle, filmed in 1984, which will be screened today, and Ashik Kerib, filmed in 1988. There were also other projects and other ideas, some of them realized, such as the short documentary Arabesque on the theme of Irosmanu, filmed in which he did in 1985, and others unfortunately abandoned on the early stages, such as the idea to film a movie based loosely on the romantic poem Demon by the great Russian poet Lermontov. So we can say that the last period of Parajanov's life and work was very fruitful and even relatively happy compared to his experiences a decade earlier. There is no doubt that Tbilisi, with its vibrant cultural life, was one of the major sources of Parajanov's inspiration in these later years. But no less important in my mind was also the chance to reconnect with the deeper roots of his origins, his ancestry. Sergei Parajanov, Sergo Parajanov, undeniably felt most at home in the familiar world of his childhood, be it the small house of his parents and narrow streets so many times captured by the photographer Yuri Mechetov, or the old baths with the rounded roofs so eagerly explored by our team, Parajanov's alter ego and protagonist hero, protagonist of the film of Color of the Pomegranate, which we will be screening next month. Parajanov, the artist, belongs to all humanity, but his heart belongs to his homeland and his people, Armenians, Georgians, Ukrainians, and many others in the multicultural Bohemian life he loved so much. Being Armenian by birth, he became a true cosmopolitan, in the best sense of the word, able to fuse in his art the most diverse influences in order to create beauty, which is timeless and I hope also eternal. So I want to thank you once again for organizing this beautiful event, and next month we will be celebrating Days of Parajanov in Greece, during which we will be screening 3 films, 2 by him and 1 about him, in Athens and Thessaloniki cinema theaters, and I would be very happy if many of you could join. Thank you very much and happy screening.
Here to the Hellenic Republic, His Excellency Tigran Mkirtchyyan, and his lovely spouse, Ilze Paegle Mkirtchyyan, who, as I know, had contributed tremendously to making the legacy of Sergio Parajanov known in the Latvian language by translating a selection of his letters and film scores into Latvian, depicting the three pivotal stages in his life, which are, of course, Georgia, Armenia, and Ukraine. Thank you, Ambassador, and thank you, Liza, for being here with us and supporting this. I would also like to thank our Ukrainian colleagues joining us here today to commemorate the life of Sergio Parajanov